He's him. Pointing at Pichu.
And it's like an army just runs at Pichu. Like, what the heck would I do?
But thanks for y'all's. I was just really curious about Gerald, because. Oh, and speaking of. Okay.
Yeah, the Gerald
Here we go.
himself.
Maaiiker and PK Chiptune, Gerald versus Korra. Two of my favorite designs in the game, personally.
Star Max, there's a mod, a training mod, that will, I believe, do SDI angles. So, I think it's in the resource section. If not, I have it, so I could send it to you. But I'll have to do that after the tournament today.
Cool.
But yeah, these two, Gerald. Gerald's awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes. Oh my god, I love him.
I've come around to the idea. I do think he's in my words, very much a TO character.
Interesting. I think he definitely like.
Oh my god, no way.
Oh my gosh,
what was
nice.
that? We've never seen that before.
That was like
that was funny.
A triple skateboard abuse, because the skateboard is a fantastic tool, but you can't dodge or block out of it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get hit. And PK Chiptune knowing that and taking advantage of it over and over again.
Oh.
Ooh.
Just back throwing
and going
and
for the
waiting with the
guns.
snare. That was great.
Damn, and this.
Okay,
Oh my gosh.
No!
Okay, but enough. Oh no! Oh no! Careful.
Okay.
Getting back on stage after all that trouble. Oh my god, that down special. Really good answer to Gerald's up special. Gerald up special so fun, so cool. Damn. But very vulnerable. Gets edge guarded pretty consistently.
It's scary. We're getting to that point now in NASB2's lifetime where Solvay, Chiptune, all like the dedicated core players are like able to time that like back throw
that
strong
down special
neutral air like very consistently.
I...
Like down special like that too. Like that's another thing.
For sure.
So I'm glad you pointed out too. It's like both of those things are both probably like some of the most like obnoxious, but only when you get them type moves, you know, because it's not like neutral air where it's both annoying when you aren't getting hit and like when they're just throwing it out. Because a lot of characters have that where it's like, oh, it's always annoying, but like strong neutral air is such a strong tool. Down special is a very strong tool, and now when they space and like time it right, which now seems very consistent, it can be really difficult to deal with when a good player is behind the reins of it.
I remember earlier tournaments where like pretty much no Korra was doing the down special. I mean, because like, example right there, that grounded version is especially like has end lag, whereas most of Korra's moveset doesn't. So it's just like, well, I'll just use the rest of her moves then. Oof. But like, yeah, I remember that move like going unused for a while, and like I think beta testers or someone being like, they should use that move. It's not bad.
Yeah.
And definitely seeing it a lot more. And ooh, it is useful, especially for edge guarding. The way you can like go through the stage and pop people up. Oh no, just barely not reaching. Evened up here.
Maybe the break maker needed. That's crazy. They didn't get seeded into Solvay yet.
Oh my.
They still face. Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, good chase.
Chiptune is crazy.
Okay. Yo. Okay. Vulnerable. Okay, using the slime to cover Korra's vulnerability, not snapping at the ledge there. Ooh, but now you don't have enough slime to burst. At 70, at 80, Korra should be okay. Oh, but it's getting worse and worse. Ooh, and Maaiiker's got all the slime. Barely living.
That was almost.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, he almost died there.
Yo, what a clutch spot dodge. It is not over though. Now both without slime. Oh my gosh, having to double jump.
Yep.
That'll take it. Oh my god, that was so clutch. That was so tense from both players.
I was clenched. I'm not gonna lie.
That radio like forcing the double jump. Oh my gosh. Well, wow. Good stuff.
That was terrifying.
Oh.
On the opposite side of bracket, Locust made it to Grands or to top 8, playing against Muskie. They did the Beaver Ditto 2-0.
Oh my gosh!
Locust
I can only
favor.
imagine.
Nintunis bowing down to Matador winning 2-1. So close set.
Matador getting some revenge, yeah.
Solvay and Connor J is in 1-1. Let's see. Yeah, so Squidward, the whole way through it looks like. Connor J.
I like Squidward.
I like Squidward.
I love that clip. For anyone, oh my god, I love that. They're Patrick and SpongeBob going on some like mission for the Krusty Krab.
Oh my god.
And like, bye, Mr. Krabs, and SpongeBob like at Squidward. Bye, Squidward.
He just has like the weird like, I love you, Squidward.
Yeah, I think it's like. He's like, bye Squidward, bye Mr. Krabs, bye Squidward, like twiddling his little fingers.
I remember like Squidward's face was just like huh?
Yeah.
Like, I got you at this now.
Patrick, like, hey, you said bye Squidward twice, and Squidward just like, I like Squidward. So cute.
Maaiiker.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Aww. So what is that? Is that like... Is that like sometimes okay? Because sometimes I play, and I think it's just because I have my PC like down here, and I should move it back up onto the desk.
Yeah.
And I think my little sensor things on the back aren't like getting all the signals all the time. But is that like the game kind of like freezing on one person's side for a bit?
It might be. Seeing how he left, it
Maybe
might just be
happened.
like kind of like that. Yeah, like an overheat or a crash.
Ah, okay. Yeah, makes sense.
We'll
I just gotta put my PC back up on the desk, and I'll go back to like that never happening. It still usually doesn't happen, but I think literally I fiddled, unfortunately, with the little antennas or something on the back. So every once in a while, now I just like freeze a bit. But it's not just the game, it's like in Discord too. I'll be chatting, and then everything will just freeze for like 2 seconds, and no one will talk. I'm like, oh, and I'll just have to wait.
Yeah.
That freeze thing happens to you a lot, and it's only this game that does that. Really?
I think it's just some sort of optimization type thing, or like just some sort of memory leak. Because even my PC has like, that's why like sometimes mine will just kind of crash out or whatever.
I know for me, it's definitely not just the game. It's like even Discord. I'll like.
Yeah, I have that with Discord as well. I have noticed that.
Oh, and yeah, I love you, chat. Kisses to you too. But I also have this little cat over here sitting with me. This creature, this.
Yeah, cats and dogs,
specimen.
Sansa.
I have cats and dog.
So you're like a.
I think dog is around here too. Yeah, I'm a Doolittle of sorts. I'm a Thornberry, in a way.
Windows 11 stability problems. It's probably some mix of things, because I have Windows 10, and I don't have too many issues, but I know when, like, why. My issue is literally just because my computer gets too hot. Like, it's like a big issue.
Yeah.
But, like, it happens way less often, just because, like, I just try to, like, run the minimal amount of things, and the times when I'm not, it's because, like, my computer's been running, like, 7 days straight, and I just was editing a video, and, like, I started Bracket while running, like, a million things, you know? And it's just, like, that's a recipe for disaster.
Really reminds me when, like, a year ago, I was making those big discussions of potential future content, and my laptop, like... Because I did, like, every time I would open it, it would, like, load longer and longer, and I saw once it was like, okay, loading up one of 500 files, and I was like, thank you, good job. Until, like, it, like, couldn't handle it anymore, and, like, the screen went black, and then everything came back with the icons bigger, and it's, like, reopened in safe mode, and I was like, okay, buddy, I'll make it a 3-parter, I'm sorry. Gosh, that was wacky. It was, for the recent video, that's like hour 40 minutes, this PC really could handle it, but like, it was getting dicey there for a second. I did put a lot of files in that thing, and I think this PC itself has like 1.8 terabytes or something. and I had so much like filler footage and like, oh, this little clip of Squidward and this little clip, like I might need this later, and that's like entirely what I ended up using, and a couple of new things like, oh, I need a menu for a second or whatever, but like, I basically ended up using basically the entire like 1.8 terabytes.
Yeah, I got to that point. I had a 3 terabyte hard disk drive.
Oof.
I had all my games, NASB stuff on there, and at one point I was like, holy crap, this thing's full. So I had to buy like a new one. So I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna buy a 2 terabyte like super fast like solid state drive. And what I did next was I split all my games into the fast drive, and then some of my bigger files that I use constantly into the faster drive, so that there was a lot more space for all the dumb stuff, the like small files, like audio files, stuff like that.
Wow. That's neat.
Yeah.
A fast drive. How about like Faz drive? Who's your main in 5 Laps at Freddy's?
5 Laps?
5 Laps at Freddy's, yeah.
Definitely Freddy Fazbear.
Really? Can't go wrong with the classic.
Oh, for sure. Listen, he's just funny. And I like all the plushies of him with the giant noses.
Oh.
He's like poking.
Oh yeah, you can like honk his nose.
Yeah.
Cute.
That's like touching buttons, so it's like that's just a giant button to me.
Oh, but yeah, the dog has been hanging out here. It's been so stormy. He really likes to hide under my bed. But he's okay. I pet him a bunch.
But we're getting into game 3 here. Just due to the connection issue and the, like with that situation, we decided to do like a game loss, just to keep things on schedule as well as just like how it is, you know.
Right. Okay. Well, oh my gosh, come on. How do you look at that? And like, I know some people are like, Gerald's annoying, and like, oh my god, come on, that's awesome. Gerald, I think Gerald is so fantastic. Cool. The combos, the skating around, the slamming, like the up special, like rising up and slamming down. There's so much about Gerald to love, and yeah, like I can't blame people too much of people being like, because I've definitely run into some Geralds online that really like just sort of fading back and throwing stuff.
Yeah.
Like or that. Like, yeah. Or like, yeah, they do that, and then once you get close, what is the sort of like flow chart? It's like go for down special, and then there's not end leg on it, so if that doesn't work, you just start mashing like jab or something. I can see like things that can be a little frustrating. I fought it, but like, dude, Gerald, come on, look at this. This is so good. I love the variety this character provides. And I know as I say that, I'm like, look at this variety. People would be like, okay, he throws a thing, and then he throws a thing, and then he throws... No! He does... Come on! He's doing skating around and getting edge guarded. Come on.
My favorite thing, though, is, like, I think the main thing with, like, a character like Gerald is that you can play them very, like, stylishly, or just very, like, saucy. But there are also ways to play them stinky.
Yeah.
And both work. Both work.
It's like... I wanna... Oh my god. I wanna say, like, well, that's anyone, right? You can play any character, like, lame
I
or
just think it's
cool.
very apparent with Gerald. Like,
no, for sure. And
I
do wanna say that, and I do think that's generally true, but I think it's definitely true that, like, well, some characters have a much easier time being lame, and some characters have a much more natural time being cool or something.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, generally, many characters can all be played in a frustrating way, and other characters, you know, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that is game 3, winning by Maaiiker.
I mean, that's a fair point. Metal Militia. I think giving the zoner 500 buttons that are completely safe on shield was not okay.
I do.
There are some things that could maybe have a bit more end leg, sure.
Dash tech. Nah.
Dash attack for sure.